Okay, welcome to this Municipal Planning Tribunal meeting of Cape Agulhas Municipality that is currently being held on Wednesday, the 15th of March, 2023 at the Council Chambers of Cape Agulhas Municipality in Bredasdorp. Also welcome all the people that might be tuning in via our live stream link. And also a special word of welcome to Mrs. Delene Carstens, who is joining us as a newly appointed member of the Cape Agulhas Municipal Planning Tribunal. And we're really looking forward to the value that you are going to add to this platform. Always had very good cooperation with the department and also your predecessor, Mr. Jeremy Benjamin. And also thanks for his involvement into this as well. On the agenda, for those apologies have been recorded. Then we can go to the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting. The previous meeting has been held on the 29th of November 2022, and it has been circulated with the agenda well in advance. So can we just get a proposer and a seconder? And I hope there are people who have been present at that meeting who can do that, apart from myself. The correctness of the minutes of the meeting on the 29th of November. Is there anybody? Jon was hier, Francois was daar, né? It seems that only you and myself has been at the meeting of the 29th of November. So I presume we've gone through the minutes and we just need a proposer for the correctness of the minutes. Can you maybe propose and then I will second it?
I so propose.
Okay, and then I will second the correctness of the minutes. I've gone through it. Is there any matters that needs to be discussed out of the previous minutes of the 29th of November? I've got nothing from my side. Nothing from anybody's side. I've noticed on the attendance register that there was a declaration of interest, and I haven't seen anybody recording any declaration of interest on any of the items on the agenda. So I'm just going to verbally ask all the members, do you have any interest in any of the matters that are incorporated into this agenda? No interest?
Also no interest from my side, thank you.
Marius?
No interest from my side as well.
Okay. And then,
no interest from my side.
No interest from my side.
Okay. Thank you. I've also just understand that there's going to be some load shedding at 12 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be completed by that time. But if the live stream link goes off, so that's unfortunate. It will have a slight break in the live streaming link, but normally it goes on in a minute or two after that. So people that are tuning in, don't think that we're shutting you out of the meeting. We blame that on Eskom. So we will have a slight disruption of the link, but then it will continue after a couple of minutes. So the first 5.1 has to do with the amendment of the Municipal Planning Tribunal membership. As I've indicated, we had a resignation or actually withdrawal from the Department of Environmental Affairs, and they have replaced Mr. Jeremy Benjamin with Ms. Delene Carstens, and we, as I've indicated, she's already welcomed here, and we're looking forward to her involvement, participation, and also the value that she's going to add. So I'm not sure if you want to say anything at this point in time, Mrs. Carstens.
No, I'm happy to be here, and I hope that I can make a positive contribution.
Dankie voorsitter. Laat ek gou net my screen share. So die eiendom onder bespreking is die ongeregistreerde erf 5783 wat deel vorm van die meengrond van Kaapagallus Municipaliteit erf 1148. Net agtergrond rondom die erf, dit was voorheen geherseneer en onderverdeel na industriële gebied toe, maar dit het verval. Met die toename in industriële en besighede wat in Bredasdorp is, was daar 'n aanvraag na industriële erwe hier in Bredasdorp. Soos jy kan sien hier op die skerm, dit is die bestaande industriële area van Bredasdorp, wat heeltemal toe is, daar geen beskikbare erwe nog nie, maar oorkant die pad het die raad toe goed besluit om weer hierdie stuk grond 5783 te herseneer na industriële gebied toe, met 'n onderverdeling in 4 dele van ongeveer 3236 vierkante meter elk. Soos jy kan sien, die omliggende grondgebruike is die industriële area, dan het ons die ook 'n industriële komponent daar, dis die slagpale, Bredasdorp slagpale. Ons het dan die Boys and Skill Center en dan ook die gemeenskapssaal, die Nelson Mandela Hall. En dan ook 'n residensiële area aan die ander kant. Hierdie aansoek was geadverteer die 25ste November 2022 van laas jaar. Ons het dit na al die geaffekteerde persone gestuur, geen besware is ontvang nie. En al die departemente, intern en extern, het geen objecties gehad teenoor die aansoek nie.
Okay, thank you very much, Donnie. I'm not sure from the members of the tribunal, is there any questions from your side? I think the summary within the report is quite comprehensive, is quite clear. I'm glad it went through a public participation process, and you can see there was just some internal comments that were made. See the one from stormwater in terms of the servitude that needs to be registered, but I also noticed that it has been incorporated into the conditions of approval. So thanks for that. Just a comment from my side suggesting that we just number the pages in the agenda so that we can make a specific reference to a page on the agenda for future purposes. So Francois, Delian, other members, are there any questions from your side? Mr. Marius Mulich?
If we go to the street view or the Google's map picture, you will see there's lots of walkways over that specific piece of ground. So if we come to subdivision, maybe we can put in a steeg or something between one or two of the plots. You will see it's quite a hectic traffic that all moving from Anine Boysen side and Opikopi down that specific area, down to the T-junction or the crossing at the traffic department. So lots of pedestrians is using that piece of ground. So maybe we can just have it in mind. It won't be a big thing, but maybe a meter or so that we can formalize that route across a specific plot, maybe.
Perfect. Thanks for that input, Marius. I think it's quite practical suggestion. So we just
Concept subdivisional plan. Let me just get it through to you, yeah. This, as I said, it's not been set in stone. So, as I said, this is just the concept of how it can potentially look. So I love your suggestion that there can just be a little bit of pathways for the residents that reside in these residential areas, as we can see here on the Google map. What is it now? Yeah, the ones that resides in the Kleinbegin area and in the old Selbo area of Bredasdorp. Thanks.
Thank you.
Voorsitter, ek wil net seker maak die erwe, residensiële erwe wat in Vygiestraat is, ons het bewys dat hulle geregistreerde posstukke gekry het van dit, want hulle word die meeste geraak. En dan net op meneer Moelig se kommentaar oor die voetpaadjies, ons moet dit maar nie ernstig oorweeg nie, maar met 'n vergrootglas kyk, want ons het 'n paar steegies in die dorp wat mense kla oor wat hulle wil toemaak as gevolg van die kriminele aktiwiteite wat binne in die steegies plaasvind. So ons moet maar net dit mooi na kyk.
Okay. Helene?
Kan ek maar Afrikaans
Ja,
praat?
enige tyd.
Ja, ek kan sien dat daar's 'n behoefte miskien aan 'n toegang, maar uit ervaring 'n klein nou smal steegies gewoonlik vanuit 'n crime perspektief is dit gewoonlik problematies. So dit sal as anders kan dit definitief 'n probleem skep vanuit 'n veiligheidsoogpunt.
Tracy?
What we just have to remember there is if you look at the property next to the Anine Boys and Skills Centre, that section of property was earmarked for possible expansion of the skills centre. So if we ever get to a point where we manage to secure funding to expand the skills centre, any pathways going through there will basically not really have anywhere to go. Obviously, you know, in the short term, I don't know at what point we'd ever be able to expand the skills centre, but we specifically, when we did the whole development of the park, we were requested to leave that piece open for possible expansion. So there is a distinct possibility that at some stage that would then be cordoned off, which would in any way then prevent people from walking through there. Just maybe one other thing that I also just need to mention is if you'll see in the report that the whole property was previously zoned industrial as well, but that zoning lapsed, if I'm correct. So it was industrial before, and then because it lapsed, it became undetermined. Thanks.
Okay, thanks, Helene. En dan gaan ek vir Frans ook geleentheid gee.
Sorry, yeah. If you plan to do that, then also you will have to amend the subdivision again. So remember that.
François?
Voorzitter, net vir duidelikheid, die kommunikasie wat plaasgevind het met die residensiële erwe, wat is aan hulle gekommunikeer is duidelik gemaak dat as daar potensiële impak is vir daai aangrensende residensiële erwe, ten minste duidelikheid het oor wat is presies gekommunikeer. Baie keer is die mense oningelig, want ons het nou gehoor, daar was geen negatiewe kommentaar tot op hede ontvang nie. Dat 'n mens dit maar duidelik uitstippel van dag 1 af voor die ontwikkeling en die onderverdeling voortgaan. Dankie.
Okay, Donna?
Ja, met die toemaak van die poskantoor het ons maar ons inwoners van Kapagallas aangemoedig om e-posse vir ons te stuur sodat ons met hulle so kan korrespondeer, maar in sekere gevalle het die mense nou nie toegang tot e-posse nie. Dan het ons maar gebruik gemaak om van deur tot deur te gaan en die geregistreerde aansoek soos dit ingekom het na ons toe met volledige stelplanne na die mense toe gekom. Baie mense na ons kantore toe gekom, vir duidelikheid verstaan nie eintlik wat aangaan nie, so ja, daar was duidelik gestipuleer hoe en wat gaan kom, ja. Thanks.
And access to the town area, that the safety aspects also be taken into consideration. I think that's the sentiment coming out of around the table. Thank you very much. Okay, so then the recommendation is number 11, bullet 11, and that is in view of the above, it is recommended that the following application made in terms of section 15 of the Kapagallas land use planning bylaw be approved. And then obviously the rezoning in terms of section 15.2a from under of section 15.2d into 4 industrial urban of approximately 3,236 square meters each. And then obviously the rest of the conditions of approval will be incorporated, and also a focus on the mobility and the facilitation of access to specifically pedestrians in that area. Can we have, is that anonymous, or is there anybody that feels quite strong against this approval? Okay, there's none. Thanks a lot.
Die stadsbeplanning voorwaarde B, that the land use restrictions in the zoning scheme be complied with. The only problem with that is, so even if it's not a
Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks for. Application for a closure of a public place and registration of a right of way, servitude Nagales of 953 Ward 5. Who's taking us through that? Donnie, you again, thanks.
Thank you, Chair. So 5.3, application for closure of a public place and registration of a right of way, servitude legalis of 953, and that's situated in Ward 5. Just a brief background that the owners of 952 and 954 Gallus wish to apply for a servitude right of way over 953. That is, applications were previously lodged with council and council did approve it in principle with certain conditions. And a listing house on earth 952, it's not possible to place it in front of the house or to gain access to it over their own earth when placed behind the house. And then the owner of 954, which is right here, 954 also wishes to use it as development on that earth. That is the proposed boathouse, and then 954 here for the proposed new development that also has been taking place there. There was also a public participation process that was held. Skip vir toekomstige provinsiale verkeer toe.
Members, Talian?
Ja, ek het gekyk. Ek dink nie dit sal 'n presedent skep nie, want daar's nie, dit is eintlik al vir unieke geval. Daar's nie 'n klomp sulke soortgelyke toegang nie. Ek wil net vra gaan die oppervlakte standhouding van dit doen? Of gaan dit net so bly?
Dit gaan net so bly, Delien, dit gaan net so bly. Daar gaan geen ontwikkelings van enige aard plaasvind op daai stukkie.
En dan net 'n laaste.
Jy het toch altyd toegang, plus as ook die munisipaliteit indien hulle nou vir toekomstige doelwitte nog 'n substasie aan die agterkant van die gevryde
Aansoeke oppervlakte wat ek deur is dit
en dankie, Tiaan.
maar jy het nog nie my vraag geantwoord nie. Is dit 'n voorwaarde dat hulle niks mag
Plafy, ja.
En dan daai voetspoor sal moet duidelik gedemarkeer word of afgebaken word, dat hulle presies weet daai voetspoor is wat toegestaan word en wat behoue moet bly, want ek merk op dat daar wel melkbome in die aanliggende area is, en 'n mens vind baie keer dat daar oor die langtermyn uit dat hulle nie daai voetspoor oorskry nie. Dit 'n negatiewe impak wanneer ontwikkeling plaasvind.
Just in terms of public participation, note it's not the report. When they see some overall report. Thanks.
Ekskuus tog voorsitter, die kommentaar wat gekom het uit die publieke deelname was van die Strysby inwonersvereniging. So, en ek weet daar's 2 of 1 van hulle lede wat dien op die wijkskomitee. So ek dink hulle was seker maar unanimous om in een mond te praat dat hulle sentiments ook was. Want dit was in die wardkomitee ook genoem.
Okay, ek verstaan, maar
Dit is hier, dit moet dit aangebring.
of the agenda that in view of the spanning bylaw of over earth 952 and 9, including a general plan or diagram in terms of section 15, and then obviously the closure of a portion of the public place in terms of section 15.2N of the planning bylaw. Can I get a proposer and a seconder for the approval of this? Everybody. And thank you very much. Comfortable, the lane. Okay, then thank you very much for every Staatsbeplanningsdepartement. Staatsbeplanningsdepartement vir